Hey, 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 Christchurch! Hey, hey, hey. It's all on my computer now. I'm sat out in our wildflower meadow area. I've just finished cutting it. At the end of the flowering season, we're going to have a lot of hay. So if anyone wants some hay, give me a shout. Be ready by the end of the week. You can come and take a bag home with you. Enjoy. But I wanted to share a little bit of a thought on how this is kind of, I think, represents something about Multiply, the role that I'm here in. Because when I was licensed a year ago tomorrow, 22nd September, when I formally started in my new role, Mark and I talked about having kind of a symbol that might symbolise my ministry or what I felt God was calling me to. And I brought not one, but I think there was about 7 or 8 packets of wildflower seeds. They were actually empty because that day I had put them out on this meadow that we had turned over and we planted them. And I said at the time that I felt like this meadow seed mix was, I think, a good image of what I feel God's calling me to, where it's about recognising the value that other people are bringing, that God's already sown seeds, there are seeds planted all over, that I'm bringing something because of who I am as well, but that actually the task, I think, in my role is not to make things grow, because I couldn't make this meadow grow, but to make space and to work in a bit of a different way and to let things grow. And at times there's been things that have grown up in this meadow that I didn't plant, and sometimes that's been brilliant, sometimes it's not. There's been a few thistles have grown up which have got beautiful flowers, but I've had to be quite careful because they're very prickly. We've had bindweed coming over all along the fence and up the bushes at the back. That's not been ideal, but I can't wade through and start hacking away at things, because then the delicate little flowers that have popped up and that I didn't even know were there until they bloomed, they couldn't come either. And so actually by coming and planting some seed and finding what was there already, bulbs that came up that I never planted, seeds that certainly weren't in the mix of flower seed that I planted, but that these things have come up because I made space for it. I think that's one of the Multiply tasks, is making space to see what God's doing, tending to it, making sure that there's conditions that can support and encourage that. So that's why I've cut this now, because to maintain a meadow over a number of years, you have to cut it at the end of the season, cut it at the beginning of next season, and take away the excess grass. Otherwise it'll just become a bit of a mess. I'll be doing, but that's minimal hands-off management, and I guess the contrast to the other parts of our garden, where what we've done is lawn, and where the classic version of lawn is tidy, uniform, and you keep it under close control. And sometimes, historically, I think the church has been a lawn, tidy, under close control, and there might be little bits of difference in there, but you normally can't really see because we don't let it grow up enough for clover leaves to come through, or for other things to come up, and a dandelion might stick its head up and it quickly gets hacked off. But I think that with Multiply, actually, it's about taking a different tack, about trust. And I shared this with the Multiply Greenhouse group. We met for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and I shared with them a cartoon that said, I don't know where I'm going, do you want to come with me? And there's something about exploring, about saying, I'm having to trust God in this, because I don't know what will come out of making this space. I've got some things where I've got an idea about it. There's this seed that I know I'm bringing, there's that thing that I've recognised this person's bringing to the table, but actually there might be any kind of thing that comes up as we gather together, as we meet new people, as we explore the context, and as we make that space to say, what will God do here? What things will grow and bloom, and where will we see fruit and seeds, which I've been going around here before I've cut it, collecting the seed heads, and then actually I'm going to be giving those away, because I'm sure this meadow is full of other seeds, but I've now got a little jar of seeds that I've gathered from what's grown this year, which can go and do another new thing in a different place, where the challenge will be to someone else to plant some seeds and just to leave them alone and see what happens. So So that's a little bit, I guess. I'm going to try and put a few of these videos out, having been here for a year tomorrow now, but thinking about what the multiplier role is, what it will look like for me, and how that relates to Christchurch, because it's something that we're still exploring as we're exploring a whole bunch of stuff, but hopefully starting to find our way towards some predictable patterns, some values, and some kind of characteristics. So I want to be trying to share some of those so that people understand who I am and why I'm here. I'm still working it out. Right, God bless you, and do. I must have, I don't know, a lot. I'm going to have bags and bags and bags of beautiful Bessingby Vicarage wildflower meadow hay, free to you, to a good home. Give me a shout. God bless.